In neighbouring South Africa, mid-month data from the Central Energy Fund indicates that petrol is set for an increase of 87 South African cents a litre, diesel 58 cents and paraffin 56 cents. The Automobile Association says it expects little respite before month end. CGTN's Angelo Coppola tells us more.
The Automobile Association notes that while the slight hiccup in the supply of fuel will not push the price of fuel higher, the key driver of fuel price hikes is the weakening rand.
I mean, fuel prices were already trending higher before the widespread looting and unrest that beset South Africa a couple of days ago. The rand-US dollar exchange rate spiked at one point from 14 Rand 35 to nearly 14 Rand 80 since the 12th of June. And really, it's the increase in the value of the dollar against the rand, in other words, the weakening of the rand against the dollar, and this subtle increase of the oil price over the same period.
There was some concern that the unrest and arson on the main highways between KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng would lead to shortages at fuel stations. Added to which, SA Petroleum Refiners in Durban, which supplies 35% of South Africa's refined fuel, had declared force majeure and told its retail customers it wouldn't supply fuel until it was safe to do so.
It had an impact on the delivery of goods. It didn't have a major impact on the delivery of fuel in the sense that there were reserves in Gauteng to cater for that. And hopefully now that it's been reopened, normal procedure will return where goods, fuel and other cargo is delivered according to plan.
South Africa has another challenge. Diesel is used extensively to move goods and materials around the country.
Road is probably about 90% of all land transport in South Africa, and that relies on diesel. And even our trains, because the overhead electricity cables are often stolen, rely on diesel.
The price increase will have a material impact on the country's economy.
So any big increase in the diesel and in the petrol prices has a big bearing on the South African economy. So we expect a 5% increase to have a 0.2% increase in the total inflation rate directly, indirectly another 0.2% over the next year or so.
This latest in the series of fuel price increases is going to affect everyone, from consumers all the way to manufacturers and suppliers of goods and services. It's going to increase the price of everything. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in Johannesburg, South Africa.